I hope this one records, but once again, discussing, sexuality and abstinence. You know what I'm saying? Or celibacy. You know, I believe in celibacy and abstinence. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still a sexual, you know, person. You know what I'm saying? I like the ladies. I like having sex, but I don't have sex every single day, and I ain't chasing the ass every single moment and shit. I was like seeing them. You know what I'm saying? Of course. So I like women, man. I'm a heterosexual young black male, man. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like people don't really, people don't really talk about this much because like, hey, you talking about abstaining, you know what I'm saying? But it's important. I think a lot of people do it. You know, a lot of successful people do it too. You know what I'm saying? Because they not focused on the ass all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure they get it in when they get the chance. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for the youth that's important because they're just thinking about ass and getting it, all the time. They're not really gonna do too much else. You know what I'm saying? Unless they can make money off that with with those industries, but that's not gonna uh, develop anything other than babies. You know what I'm saying? So, which is important. It could develop babies, or it could, but it could, depending on, let me ain't even talk about that. But in order to develop other than just babies, the natural process, people using condoms now anyways. Anyway, so it's really not developing babies. It's more a lot of the times it's just the sex. So you know, in order for people to really have their mind on progressing the future and developing new technologies or developing software, whatever, they need to have their head not all the way about sex. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are going into homosexuality and stuff because I believe a lot of it is because they don't know how to deal with the opposite sex. Uh, because they focusing on working and developing technology and stuff. A lot of that within the technology field. But it's not everybody in the technology field that's like that, but there's a lot. So, I think that's uh, understandable. A lot of people say, it's natural. I think to a degree it's natural, but I think to another degree it's not natural. I think a lot of people they choose that because they're not uh, they, they've not been able to really connect with the opposite sex. You know what I'm saying? So I could understand that because when I was going to the art institute, I realized there's a lot of that within the art fields. So it's an interesting thing. Like me, I never had the desire to try that at all. And on top of that, religiously, I wouldn't. I'm not strictly religious, but that's definitely one of the things that I've from the scriptures that I adhere to. So that's me, man. But overall, you can't be having sex all the time and shit. And entertainment, that's cool, but even the people in entertainment that's flaunting that shit all the time, they're not really doing that shit all the time. You know what I mean? Only girls that's flaunting the ass and shit all the time. They may some of them might be doing that, but they probably not sustaining themselves too well. It's kind of like the Britney Spears thing. She went on, she kind of ended up going into the drugs and all that. You don't really want to go down that path. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that smarts about you. So some people they're flaunting it, but they're not really doing that all the time. They're picking and choosing their partners. So that's good.